fucking Nora. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are back now. It should be working this time. Murder She Flame wrote. But welcome back to the Weekly Steelchair. This is just a funny, chill, relaxing Tuesday night show. There's going to be no... All that's needed is just you guys just to enjoy yourselves. It could be anything. Any discussion doesn't have to be wrestling. It can just be we're sitting there just talking. Good couple hours. Let's just bloody enjoy it. What's up, Chester? Good to see you. I'm sorry, I do not know what happened there. My internet just decided to go. Fuck you. So, let it be known, eh? That's where we're at. What's up, Carl? 24/7. I'm alright. I'm as good as it can be, I suppose. How's everyone else doing, though? But hey, if you get offended by the frickin' weather, this is not the channel for you. All I'm gonna say. Swearing because it's the weather. It's cold. Stop swearing. Have some dignity. Shut up, you creep. Getting offended by the weather, you woke bastard. Does your mother not love you that much? I'm still here. I'm still here. Hopefully it doesn't go down again, though. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. Playing a PS3 is always a good step back. Everywhere's just manic or crazy or whatever right now. What's with these weird symbols that keep appearing beside people's names? What the hell does that even mean? Like, where are those symbols coming from? Like I said, I'm not going to be here for a long time. Oh, it's like an X and an A with a line through it. I don't get it. But I can see them, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible illness. It's a bastard. I wouldn't wish on anybody. All I see is the badge next to people's name. Yeah, that's different, but no, it's not that. There's some. Oh, it's the Oh wait, never mind. It's something else. I don't know what it is, but it's still there. Yay, they sorted things out. Yay, well, they sorted out like pain and suffering. They sorted out who's going to scam the next election. What's upstream elements? I'm just getting through this day as best I can, knowing what's to come, knowing what's coming. But I'm glad everyone's here. So, whatever you guys want to do tonight, let's do it. The only thing we're not doing just free guys because Josiah's working and Temple's got the day off. Kinda. We're not doing SWA because I am not linking my stream on. So we can do other things because again, we're building up to a quiz. We're building up to a bonus stream because of how generous people have been with super chats. We're gonna do what we can. We're gonna just take things as they are, and what we do is we enjoy ourselves. But we also recognize that we have to just carry on. It's not as easy, but we'll definitely try to have some fun tonight. So let's do that. We don't have to talk wrestling. Not everything is wrestling. We can just talk other things. We can have fun. We can do random Q&As if you want. If you want to do a couple hours of just asking me random questions, go ahead. I will gladly answer questions. I don't think anybody realizes how I deal with things. You would be amazed. For me, it's manic or nothing at all. Hyper intensity, nothing at all. Lots of energy, or just stay the fuck away from me. I am one extreme to the next. Like extreme opposite. What would be your dream date with Ash? Me sitting drinking a bottle of Pepsi Max with someone more important beside me, and Ash bursts into flames, and we watch and we just film it. Question: Are you a fan of Kurt Russell? And if so, do you have a favorite movie of his? Kurt Russell's a good actor, very incredibly rated actor. His best movies are honestly when he appears in Guardians, but he's a great actor. I do like Kurt Russell. Yes. Big Trouble, Little China. Kurt Russell's very detail oriented for an actor. Like he likes things to like the finest print. That's why there'll never be a greater performer than Freddie Mercury, because he was the performance equivalent as a musician. What would be your dream wrestling match where I'm involved or I get to sit front row and watch? Escape from New York is good. I made dinner today and I rustled up something quick. Good God Almighty. The Thing is a masterpiece. Yeah. Where I get to sit front row and watch. I have. Okay, I can go one further. I can give you a single, a tag team, a triple threat, a fatal four way, 6-man type match, and I can give you a 10-man match. I can give you them all. Not even kidding. Okay. 10-man is. It's elimination style tag match. You've got Team Brett versus Team Perfect, and it's Brett, Angle, Liger, Muta, Okada versus Perfect, Styles, Macho Man, Okada, Naito. With Eddie Guerrero as special guest referee, provided they're all live. Eddie Guerrero's special guest referee, Don West, Tony Schiavone, Don West, Tony Schiavone, and Chris Jericho at commentary. Actually, if I said Okada twice, sorry, then Jericho's in the match. So that means JR, Tony Schiavone, Don West as my commentary team. Eddie Guerrero's referee. I thought I'd said Okada twice. But you, that's because I was trying to remember all the names at once. For me, it would have to be Rebellion 2000. I was at Sheffield Junior. It would have been 13. It would have been amazing. And it would have been amazing. Not bad shout. Rebellion 2000 was. Let me just see if I remember this correctly. Let me just see if I'm right. Insurrection that year was Rock versus Shane versus Triple H main event. Rebellion would have been Stone Cold versus Kurt Angle. And The Rock was involved. If I remember correctly. Bear in mind, I've not watched this in years, so I'm going by guessing. I'm going to have a look, because I don't remember. I want to see just how close I actually was. Let's see just how close I actually was. December 2000. Kurt Angle beat Rikishi, Rock, and Stone Cold in the main event. Taker versus Benoit. Fair enough. It's a decent list. Least favorite wrestler of all time in TNA. Ash by fucking elegance. For the women. For the men, Trick Williams. What do you think of Cena hosting Mania? I feel sorry for him calling him back already. You can't have 2 minutes peace and quiet. I don't feel sorry for him because it's his choice, and I think it's laughable that he's hosting Mania when his forehead is already falling for him anyway. Bill Nakano, Asia Kong versus Lacon and Awesome Kong. Not a bad shout. Although, you wouldn't even need that as a tag. You could get that as a 4-way. Not a bad idea either. To be fair, I've seen Asia Kong versus Awesome Kong. Unreal. Asia Kong's incredibly underrated. She doesn't get enough credit. Like, people sleep on her for how good she really is, especially that spinning back fist. Fucking incredible woman. Out of all 4, though, Awesome Kong, in my opinion, is definitely the most powerful. The most gifted all round is Bull Nakano. Asia Kong was definitely the most frightening. Lacon, most unpredictable. The Pope wasn't too bad. I don't think the Pope was too bad. Mickey James, though, strange one. Because her first and second run was good. Her third run, favorite Stardom match. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I know. I watched. I was laughing. Honestly, I would have to say it's Kamatani versus Nakano, but I'm gonna throw a spanner in there as well. Um, there's a really underrated. There's a really underrated match that not many people talk about, and it goes back a very long way. You're talking. I need to make sure I get my year right on this one, so I'm just opening the encyclopedia in my head. You're talking 20. I want to say 2019. There's a very specific match in 2019 that will always live rent free in my head for how good it was. Really good. What's up, Maria? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. 100%. I am going to watch that. I do not care. I'm really eager to see how they pull it off, you know? Mhm. I mean, that match is good. That match is good, but it's not that. I might have been a year. Let me just check. No, it's not. Hold on. What are my thoughts on probability of AEW working with Vince Russo? It won't happen. Oh, sorry, my fault, Tammy. I was a year out. 2018, one-on-one match. Yeah, she takes she takes on the mantle. She takes on the role. I was a year out, Tammy. That's my fault. It was a world championship match in 2018 that's likely right up there for me as probably my favorite Stardom match, besides Nakano versus Kamatani, who is just unbelievable. These are two female wrestlers I can never fucking say anything negative about. Put it this way. This one singles match is involving two people I will never ever critique. For the fact is, like, their entire careers, I've said nothing negative about these two. Nothing will make me say anything bad about them at all. That's how good that's how good these two are. We'll see if the resident Stardom will enthusiast can figure out which match I'm talking about. We'll see. But this is what tonight's show is all about. Just ask whatever the fuck you want, guys. Doesn't have to be wrestling. It can be anything. It can be, oh, I don't know, what's the fucking weather like? Oh, there you go. Momo versus Io. When Momo broke Io's reign. Chef's kiss. To be fair, that's what brought that. To be fair, that's what led me more deeper into Io Shirai. You can go back. I have never once said anything negative about Io Shirai, and I never will, apart from her employer. But as a wrestler, different. Since you ask anything, can you do your best Bret Hart impression? I can't. I can't. Yeah. Honestly, it was match 2 that made me a big fan of Momo. Like, I was already, like, becoming a fan, but match 2 is when I'm like, "But Io Shirai, she caught me very quickly. Really like her work. I'm in awe of the woman. Just like I'm in awe of this." Like, just crazy. But yeah, the special stream, get your ideas in for that. Yep. There's not many heel characters in Stardom that I literally enjoy, but The Black Peach is one of them. The other is Bloody Angel. That right there is, I'm hoping. In some elements, I'm hoping. What will we find out first? Who attacked Jey Uso for Elimination Chamber, or who attacked Jacob Fatu? Jacob Fatu you won't get the reveal. Jey Uso, you will, because Jey Uso is going to turn heel at Mania. Special stream is because a lot of generous people have been committing super chats to this. So that's where it is. What's the most painful move you took when you wrestled? Well, I nearly broke my back doing a sunset flip powerbomb deadlift. But to be fair, that's when my back issues had started at that point when my back was. But in terms of what I took, spike DDT on a drain. And I'm not kidding. You think Mick Foley was a crazy bastard jumping off a roof? I took a spike DDT on a drain. What's up, Fernando? And this is like one of the raised ones that was sticking out of the ground. So much fucking fun, though. I was a lot crazier back then, but crazier in a different way. Despite Sid now in the Hall of Shame, do you have a favorite match of his? One match each from WWF and WCW. Favorite match in WWF? Survivor Series 96 against Shawn Michaels because he bullied the little bastard. WCW. War Games 92. If Vince Russo lands a partnership with Tony Khan, then AEW is fucked. Temple hasn't wrestled, but he took some hell of bumps when he was in Liverpool and promos. Good times. Literally 2 days ago, Carl. Like last 2 days. Sid ECW ruled him against Whiplash underrated. Sid was honestly one of the best presented characters when he walked in. Like the way they done it, shock promo, and then boom, here he comes. Like he had an accomplice to the ring, was really good. I really enjoyed it. Did you hear CM Punk might be getting his own faction? If so, who should join? He should get members of the Teletubbies, because CM Punk is a Tinky Winky. He is a dipstick. He goes la la, and he goes po. He'll probably end up with Ricky Saints and Danhausen, if you're being honest. I agree with one of the games that Catherine's mentioned, Danhausen. The other one will be Ricky Saints. But if CM Punk gets a faction, I will laugh my ass off. I will genuinely 100% come on stream, laugh my head off if he ends up with a faction. Of all people to end up with a faction, I will laugh if that pleb gets one. I'm genuinely not kidding. Like my mind will just be gone. Like straight to the point, it'll be gone. It'll be more gone than Kathleen Kennedy when she was in charge of Star Wars, because that bitch nearly killed the entire franchise. Speaking of which, I am bloody buzzing for Maul Shadow Lord. April, literally in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be so good. Like I was absolutely buzzed for that. I can't wait. I love Star Wars. It's one of the franchises I'm a huge fan of that I've gamed, watched, played, written, read the lot. Even up there and down here. That Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, all of that shit. Got them all. Should CM Punk deserve? Should CM Punk get? No, he doesn't. Were you surprised Stephanie McMahon is at Raw doing a promo? I'm surprised that Stephanie McMahon is still in wrestling because she brings nothing to wrestling. Goku or Vegeta? Vegeta for me. And Goku's a phenomenal character, but Vegeta's my favorite character, and he always will be. What are your thoughts on the Master of the Universe and Supergirl trailer? Supergirl has a little bit of potential, but because of recent DC films, I'm a little bit skeptical. But if it's as good as the Batman, then I'll be okay. Because the latest Superman movie was a waste of my time because it was too fast. Masters of the Universe, well, 80s animated Master of the Universe was incredible. Genuinely incredible. So I'm eager to see how it goes because I rock with Skeletor. Kurt Angle or Bret Hart? Peace and quiet. I'm never answering that question. Temple put on Jackie Chan Adventures and Legend of the Dragon yesterday, and I was like, are you 15? Good lad. Good lad. More iconic villain, Frieza or Cell? Oh, you bastard. I would say Frieza. I would have to say Frieza, but I really like Cell. I think when you look at the character wise, like Frieza bitched Goku in the first encounter, bitched Vegeta, ruined Piccolo. Like it was awesome, and Gohan was terrified. Love it. But Cell's just character wise so unpredictable. That's what I liked about those characters. Skeletor or Joker? Joker, easy. Joker is the greatest villain of any franchise. Straight out. Straight up. There will never be a better villainous character than Joker. Easy question. Deonna Purrazzo or Kurt Angle? More scary, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, or Freddy Krueger? Michael Myers is better than all three. Like all three of them, Michael Myers is the best. Darth Vader's amazing. Darth Vader's 100% the second best. Like he's the best in the Star Wars franchise, but Joker is the best written villain because Joker remains a villain. Vader gets redeemed like a bitch. Frieza for me when he killed Paragos and Broly, I was like, you heartless. Exactly. I mean, Negan makes sense. Like, I completely understand. Like, I completely understand the choice of Negan, but Vader beats him with like an inch of his life, and he's more demonic. But there's elements to it. Is there female villains you like? There is actually some female villains that I like. Yes, Lady Deathstrike being number one. What a bitch! I love Lady Deathstrike. Like Gohan or future Trunks. Gohan. Android 17 or 19. Androids more worthless, Yamcha or Herschel. For me, it's Herschel. Yamcha's not useless in my opinion. Yamcha's just strange. I would have to say androids. I would say Android 17. I would say Android 17 rather than anything else. I just think aesthetically it was cool. 19 was all right. Like 19 was okay. I just preferred 17 because you know when he just rolls up, you just know that shit goes down. And he tried to come across as calm and cool, whereas 19 was just straight to the point. Black Widow or Doctor Strange? Black Widow. In every department. Charlotte Flair's Android 14. Charlotte Flair is just fucking pathetic, full stop. The wrestling business would be so much better if she never joined it. The last Doctor Strange film was terrible. The last Doctor Strange film could have been a whole lot better, I agree. Vivian Piccolo or Hero Piccolo? Vivian. I am a Doctor Who fan, but I hate the current nonsense because it's woke as fuck. But I am a Doctor Who fan, yes. I don't like the fact they want they now want certain things to change in terms of who runs the shows. I'm like, no, they don't know what they're talking about. Like, no. It went downhill after Matt Smith left. He held on, although following David Tennant is hard as hell because he is the greatest. But yeah, my favorite Doctor will always be David Tennant. SS4 or Ultra Instinct? Great question. Both have great elements. In terms of story wise, Ultra Instinct. SS4 though is good for the end more than anything else. But Ultra Instinct for me throughout, I was captivated. Now, David Tennant, I just thought was cool regardless. Like he has humor, he's got good sense of character realism. He bought into what it means because being a proper fan, like he wasn't. It didn't feel phony. It didn't feel over exaggerated. It just felt right. So, yeah, Tennant. Oh God, she was. Oh no, I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. Lord of the Rings fan, yes. And before you ask, favorite characters, Elrond. Favorite film is Two Towers. Yeah, he got rinsed. He got rinsed, Fernando. I ended up meeting the cast at work at an event for when Jodie Whittaker took over the Doctor. Bradley Walsh came with his missus and got hammered. Everyone else was trying to be professional. I think Jodie's character was shit in her second season. Yes, her first season was actually all right, and then it just went downhill. They gave up on her, and she gave up herself. I think her first season was good. Her first season was good. Second season though, I was bored at my nut. I was bored beyond relief. Are you watching The Boys? Of course. Great show. Carl Urban, I cannot wait to see him properly in Mortal Kombat 2. He is perfect for the role of Johnny Cage wins. Capaldi. Capaldi wasn't. He wasn't bad. It's just that they just let things go. Like, some of the things he did story-wise just didn't add up, but he wasn't too bad. Oh, she no surprise she was ignorant. I'm not surprised. Dumb bitch. Paradise. Do you think Kane losing the title Austin was wrong decision despite him winning at King of the Ring? Nope. Thought it was the right decision. Because the plan was still Taker Austin at SummerSlam, but absolutely correct to have that one moment as a disappointment. Are you disappointed Starfleet Academy got cancelled? No, I celebrated. I was bouncing when that got cancelled because it should never have been released. It was horrible from start to finish. Skillet or MCR? I love Skillet, but MCR 100%. I'm a big Skillet fan, but yeah, MCR. Keep them coming. But in terms of Deonna Kurt Angle question, like, that's just manic. Did you enjoy the Harry Potter trailer? Nope. Terrible. The series is going to be shit. I'm not going to watch it. Uncharted or Fallout? Uncharted. I do like some of the Fallout games though, but Uncharted for me is just much better. Nathan Drake's story is just too good. I like Fallout New Vegas though the most. From that series though. MCR or Queen? Queen, greatest band of all time. The TV series could have been 100 times better. Why are people mad that Snape is black? Because of the fact they've recast it to make it modern. When what's the point? Like, I've had this discussion with someone at work before already. What they should have done is they should have had a different character rather than change the whole thing about Snape, because we've already seen Snape in terms of the whole thing. This whole trailer is based on the Philosopher's Stone that comes out at Christmas. The Philosopher's Stone TV series. We've already seen Severus Snape played by Alan Rickman as a white man. We've already seen the young character where he gets bullied by James the Prick as white. That new character either should have been a relative of Snape or a different character. They've just made it weird. So I don't agree with it. Typecasting for the sake of typecasting should never be the point. Write a new character that will make the fans enjoyable and excited. Instead, they've taken the piss out of their fan base. I wouldn't have minded that, but they were never going to do that. They're always going to do it based on the first year of Hogwarts, even though they've added some things that don't make sense. Like, they've added the third films, like Quidditch gear for the first film, which isn't even there. It feels like they've mixed all the films slightly, in like the first 3 films, into the one series for the Philosopher's Stone. So even they don't know what they're doing. Marvel 90s or Marvel now? If you're talking animation, Marvel 90s. If you're talking films, Marvel now can kiss my ass. Like, they dropped off after Black Widow's death. Although, to be fair, the Spider-Man films are okay, even though they're about to redo the whole thing, which is just pointless. And I'm a bit skeptical about Secret War, because if they don't have Black Spider-Man, which is Black Suit Spider-Man, if they don't have Black Suit Spider-Man and they don't have the Beyonder, this film is worth shit. The Harry Potter trailer, it's a TV series for HBO Max. It's crap. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or Vice City? I still have both original versions. I still have both games. I've played them both. I think Vice City is underrated, but San Andreas 100% is still the best Grand Theft Auto game. by a mile. Even the coin agrees. If it's crap, I won't bother watching it. No, it is genuinely shit. Just like Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings Amazon series. Fucking horrible. Like that thing alone only has one good scene, and that's Sauron's reveal when you see his reflection in the water. I'm looking forward to the Mando movie in May. I am as well, because they'll finally tie up and be done with it. I didn't like that they unmasked him. Like, that really annoyed me. But I liked the series. I liked the use of Luke Skywalker, but the actor of choice that played him, I loved it. I liked the use of Grogu with him. I felt like using his power develop was good. Boba Fett, like the Book of Boba, underwhelmed. Although I did like the scene the bounty hunters try to kill him. I thought that was good. The Kenobi series was good, even though he had to use the memories of Leia to get his connection to the Force back. I don't like the fact that Star Wars now is a lightsaber can't kill you. You get stabbed in the chest, you survive a lightsaber attack. Piss off. That's why I didn't like the High Republic stuff, and I'm a fan of the High Republic books, and that annoyed me. I did like Andor. Andor's good. Have you got a bottle of Pepsi Max with you? Two there, and then one on the other side. Saints Row fan. Saints Row is good, except for Saints Row 4. That was horrible. Saints Row the third was okay. Saints Row 2 was phenomenal, and Saints Row 1 was great. As you can tell, I'm very opinionated, but at least I can back shit up, and I will stand my ground. That's passion. I'm currently watching The Mandalorian with Temple Baby Yoda. I have one. Yeah, Grogu's cool. Grogu's a cool character. I don't like the fact that they got rid of Gina Carano. I actually thought she was really good in it. I like the cast choice from season 1. Season 2 is actually quite good for The Mandalorian. But I just really like the one specific scene that when you get to it, you'll go, that was wicked. The Ahsoka series is okay, though. It's crazy that they actually have Starkiller in it, try to kill Ahsoka. Like, I was surprised. Oh, I can't wait for Gina Carano to knock the shit out of Ronda Rousey. I've still got Saints Row 1 and 2. Yeah, I've still got them. I think Doomsday's making 2 billion. I'll be surprised if it makes 1.3. Again, that film as well. I'm not looking forward to that either, because I don't agree with putting Robert Downey Jr. as freaking Doom, Doctor Doom. More faith in Doomsday or Spider-Man Brand New Day? Spider-Man Brand New Day will be interesting because I'm hoping it leads to Miles Morales. But I don't like the fact that the plan is to rewrite the memory and give people their memories back. I hope it leads to Ned becoming Hobgoblin like he does in the comics, because in the comics he does become the Hobgoblin. And we've never had Hobgoblin on film. We need a Hobgoblin. Doomsday, we'll see. I'm more interested in Secret Wars because I want to see if they bring in the Beyonder. But it does lead into when will they bring in the X-Men? I know it's the multiverse, but it's still stupid. We don't need it. Just like I didn't agree with the choice of Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movie. Do you think Andrew Garfield should have got a third movie? Yes. Favorite German football player? All time? Lothar Matthäus all time. And then it'll be just after that, Tony Kroos. Yeah, all time it's Lothar Matthäus, then Tony Cruz. I'll tell you one thing about the whole multiverse thing. Marvel will never get it right. And I'll even bet my life on that. I guarantee they will fuck it up. Amen to that. I'm assuming about the multiverse point or the choice in footballer. Jeff Snyder confirmed that Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. I think she'll give back MJ and Ned's memories. Well, the plan is to give their memories back anyway. Like, MJ gets her memories back. I'm not really excited by it. Ned, though, I just want Ned to become the Hobgoblin. If it does, then great, because they haven't done a good Goblin since Willem Dafoe returned. The only good one. I'm hoping it builds to Miles Morales. I want to see that. I want to see some chaos, like character decisions. I never said the Hobgoblin is fat, but Ned becomes the Hobgoblin. Same name, the lot. And we don't know how far Brand New Day is time frame, so you can still lead to him still becoming the Hobgoblin. It's not a big deal. You could bring in, like they say, like a future version of Ned where he's a more of an adult, where he is the Hobgoblin. But Ned genuinely does become the Hobgoblin in the comics. He's not the first version; he's the second. I mean, that's what the gym's for. Or very specific exercise that requires just lower half of his body. But yeah, it'll be enough. Like, to be fair, an actor's job. If an actor's told to get ready for a role, then they should hit the gym. Just look at Christian Bale, skinny as hell. Then he put on 200 pounds for Batman. Do you think they'll ever bring Venom into the films, or do you think they're done with him now? I don't know if they'll bring Venom in. I mean, the plan is to finally kill off 2 Spider-Men, and you're going to get Black Suit again. They should do a Venom, but I don't think they need to. I think Tom Hardy's done a great job where Tom Hardy can now just say, I'm done. Like, they got that right with him. I don't mind Topher Grace's version of Spider-Man, Venom and Spider-Man 3 either. Like, I feel like his character got shat on too much. Like, the problem is he just looks like a dork, but he actually does give it a try. Like, I actually think he's all right. It's like Daredevil the movie. The script was just crap, but the acting was, the acting was good. Speaking of which, the Daredevil schedule. Oh. Spider-Man 3 had a lot of points in it that made no sense. But there's genuinely some good acting in it. Like, that final battle scene is, like, from start to finish is actually really good. I thought the Sandman Black Suit Spider-Man interaction in the subway was a great scene. I liked their first encounter on the like the the bank delivery when they're taking, like, when they're dropping off money. I thought that was really well done. I didn't like all the campy relationship stuff. I didn't like how they treated Gwen Stacy, who's a better character than Mary Jane Watson. I didn't like how they introduced Venom, because that's not how Venom was introduced to me anyway, in terms of the comics and the suit. Like, I preferred when it was a rescue and then he got the water through, like, he got it through, like, by being dragged out the Hudson River. I know that's going into character, like, that's going into the comic books, but and the animated series, but that's what I liked. It was perfect. They were going to redo Alicia Hardy as the Vultress in Spider-Man 4, and I'm like, no wonder you didn't get a fourth film, Sam Raimi. Jesus Christ. Black Cat is not is not the Vultress. This is why Sam Raimi like lost his film, but just for that alone, really stupid. It's a shame because he's a genuine Spider-Man fan, and yet he does this. But Spider-Man 2 is still the best Spider-Man film ever produced. But I did like Garfield's adaptation because it was the most comic book accurate. I really enjoyed it, but I liked Spider-Man 1's great. Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin was the perfect villain, even though the mask wasn't particularly great, lacked mobility, so he couldn't do much. I would have preferred if he had done like a similar suit to like the comic books in the anime where he looked like a jester type goblin. He still would have been fierce and dangerous, but you could have made it like a metallic suit like that. And then obviously Spider-Man 2 was just perfect. Alfred Molina as Doc Ock was perfection. Genuinely one of the best casting of a villain I've ever seen. Really well done. And I like the story of Spider-Man No More being done like that. It was perfect. They like Tobey Maguire got that spot on. I'm surprised he didn't win an Oscar for it. Like he should have. But yeah, Mary Jane Watson. Ugh. Gwen Stacy. Absolutely. Well, she got for me, folks. I'm really enjoying these questions and these topics. See, like I said, it doesn't have to be wrestling. See what I mean? I can expand my mind differently for you guys. You can see my mind differently. Especially with so many things coming up that I can't get my mind around. I'm still trying to. It's different. But to quote a famous song, the show must go on. Oh, aye, and Temple streaming at 9 o'clock, guys. Go and support him when he goes live. But I did catch up with Raw earlier. I watched the highlights. Not even kidding. Honestly, if I reviewed that, I would be angry start to finish. All Spider-Man movies are terrible. No. There's genuinely only There's genuinely only one bad Spider-Man movie, and that's Spider-Man 3. None of them are terrible. No, generally, if I rant, I'll be here all night. Like, I'm actually glad that I don't review Monday Night Raw anymore, put it that way. And I'm glad I don't review SmackDown. Like, well, like I'm ready to say after WrestleMania, that's me. Like, I'm done. Like, I will watch, I will review both nights. But after that, when it gets to prediction shows, I am not gonna be. I'm highly unlikely to be participating. If you had to be a guest ref for an AEW match, what would it be? Omega versus Danielson. Still the best match in AEW history. Was HBK joining the NWO the worst new member in a faction ever? Not really, because that was the intention. It was too many years too late. He wanted to be part of the original faction, but um, I actually think out of that entire faction, the one that didn't make sense was probably Booker T. Like, he never fit with the whole thing. Like, it wasn't his vibe. But the worst new member in a faction ever. Um, I'd have to say Matt Morgan when he joined the main event Mafia. How are the numbers for the women's talk show on the channel looking? Not too bad, actually. Um, Back to 3 o'clock on Sunday. Like well, 3 o'clock your time on Sunday. Um, so that'll be good for everybody. I can check just now actually. Last show did a combined 109 views. Last week did 93, and the week before 127. So they're not too bad. Generally not too bad. And more people can join that as well. Are you a fan of Sherpa? Yeah, Sherpa is nice. Remember when he did the promo on Bolt character? Yeah. Booker T, honestly, he could have been so much more if he wasn't so fake and a phony. And he put on that most disgusting accent. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because I speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But yeah, when he started, there was a promo that Booker T actually did in his career, and that was when I went. But that was it. Like, I did not care what he did after this. When he says, "In my country, you talk like a chicken, cluck like a chicken," I'm like, mate, you're American, trying to sound like trying to sound like you're some sort of ancestral English king. You sound like you've just been taken out of the theatre after shitting your pants watching Cinderella, you pleb. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it was so crap and summed up Booker T. He went from legend to boring in a heartbeat. After that point, I was done with him. I'm glad that TNA never made him world champion. Thank God. Because if he was ever TNA world champion, it would have been just as bad as Trick Williams. If Stevie Ray was around the same age as Booker T, does he get a major singles push, or was Booker T the right decision? No, Booker T was always better than Stevie Ray. It was definitely the right choice to go with Booker T. There's just parts of him that really, like, I can't stand. Like, I could not stand the accent when he was King Booker. Like, I thought King Booker as a character was great. I just didn't like the accent. I just didn't like that stupidly over the top accent he did when he was in TNA. I was like, the rest of them, fantastic. The rest of Booker T, I can enjoy, except his commentary. Epstein Files, get Booker T. The way he talks on commentary really creeps me out. If you could bring back a pay-per-view, what would it be? I'd bring back the real Starcade or Halloween Havoc and give it to AEW. WWE, I'd bring back No Mercy, Unforgiven, or Armageddon. TNA, Destination X, or Lockdown. Do you prefer serious Jey Uso over Jey Uso? I just don't like Jey Uso at all. I wish Jey Uso was never allowed into the business. Like, I wish someone told him from day one, you've got no talent, go work at Target. Like, I wish someone had the balls to do that, but no. Gigi Dolan 100% would have been better than JC because she is. They got rid of the wrong person. Just like they got rid of Mara Sade over Lash Legend, because Lash Legend is awful. They got rid of Gigi, they got rid of Mara Sade, and those two are far better, and they're proving it. What if Jeff Hardy never had substance abuse? I mean, Jeff Hardy's substance abuse did start in WWE because of the WWE schedule, but if he never had substance abuse, John Cena's not a 17-time WWE champion. That's all I'm going to say. I still think you would have had the Antichrist Jeff Hardy in TNA, though, but he would have been healthy. But the character would have been crazy. But never had substance abuse. Cena doesn't get half the title reigns that he did in that period of time because if Jeff was clean. I'm 100% sure about that. It also means that CM Punk's best ever WWE feud doesn't happen. That's the only thing. Rebook the Brood with a female group. WWE and AEW and TNA names only. Killer Kelly, Rosemary, Oh wait, no, Killer Kelly's not in TNA anymore, but that's who I would have picked. Rosemary, Rosemary does make sense. King of the Ring pay-per-view, yeah, but it's ruined now. Yeah, Killer Kelly, Rosemary, and I'm gonna go a bit left field. I'm gonna say Chelsea Green. TNA Punk, Ring of Honor Punk, and OVW Punk. Well, TNA Punk had a phenomenal House of Horrors match with Raven, but Ring of Honor Punk until he betrayed the organization. Shida isn't a bad idea. I was hoping that the attackers either Tony Storm faked the attack on herself and she becomes tortured Tony Storm, or Mina does it and Mina turns heel, becomes Bloody Angel as she was in Stardom, or the attacker was. I wouldn't mind if it was Killer Kelly, but Killer Kelly couldn't get the job done. Like Tony Storm rises from the dead in an opera, like a Hollywood operatic theme return, which would be kind of sick. I mean, as long as it's not Camille, because we know that Camille's finished. And it shouldn't be Mercedes Moné because it doesn't fit the MO. I wouldn't mind it being Hikaru Shida. She's missed. 100% she is missed. Have we seen the last of Slamovich forever? I don't think so. But she's also a stupid bitch. She's a disgraceful human being. It's annoying because as a talent, she's phenomenal. Genuinely a phenomenal wrestler, but as a human being, disgusting. I think we might. She does get booked some places though, but you just won't see her. I highly doubt you see her in a major or company. True. I think a heel Shida is more like a hitman type character. In her case, hit woman, but you know what I mean? Like Shida as an assassin works really well. We'll see what they do with her if she comes back. Hopefully she does. She's far too good not to be on screen. I'm just waiting for AEW to hurry up and announce that Britt Baker's finally gone. Because then after that, Thunder Rosa's next. What a coward. What a coward. Oh, England are losing. Excellent. Scotland are still losing as well. Not surprised. Ugh, no wonder we're playing a back three. Fucking pussies. The hate you have for you and Catherine have for Thunder Rosa out of control. No, Thunder Rosa deserves it. She deserves it. I'm sorry, but when you deliberately sandbag in the ring on your opponents, then you don't deserve anything in the business. I don't care. It's disrespectful. I don't agree with what happened to her by Britt the bitch Baker and all that, but when you sandbag people deliberately, then you don't deserve any respect. So, as far as I'm concerned, screw Thunder Rosa. I've got no sympathy for Thunder Rosa. They should never have brought her back. They should have told her to go back to Busted Open and try and prove that she's still terrible at podcasting. Oh, there is evidence because I've seen her sandbag live. I've seen her sandbag live, just like I've seen Britt Baker sandbag live. She does sandbag deliberately. People think she's a model professional. No. She genuinely sandbags people. She thinks she's funny. She thinks she's great. She thinks that she's doing her job. No, she is not. She's an overpaid, talentless hack. Damn Thunder just scared the heck out of me. If you were forced to either sign Britt Baker or Tessa Blanchard, who do you choose? Tessa Blanchard. As a person, Tessa Blanchard is just as much of a bitch as Britt Baker, but Tessa Blanchard is a better wrestler, a better promo. I used to like Britt Baker a long time ago, like years ago. And then I saw her sandbag and I was like, nah, I'm all right. I'm done. I was like, nah, I'm all right. What's up, Dan? Do you like the Tessa Blanchard and Alicia Fox faction? No, because Victoria Crawford is awful. I don't know why TNA have got her. It makes no sense. Just like it makes no sense they've got Candice Michelle. Is Adam Cole still out? Yes, Adam Cole's still out. Will he ever return? I don't know. If he does, it should be as a. Sadly, it should be as a manager now. I don't think you ever see him wrestle again. Do you feel Impact has improved? Not really. I feel like when they get there, they then do stupid things and detract themselves. So having Ariana Grace win the Knockouts title, detraction. Having the Hardys team up with the Righteous just to then turn heel on a pay-per-view, again, detraction. Firing Steve Macklin using Feast or Fire to then not have him disappear to even become Mist. Awful. Your favorite TNA era? 05 to 09. And obviously, Bobby Roode's near 1 year title reign in end of 2011 into 2012. It's the only good highlight of that period. But yeah, 05 to 09 for me is is TNA. I love 204. To be fair, I did like 02 to 04. I did love most of it. But 05 to 09 was consistently great stuff. And they had better matches, better feuds, better pay-per-views at that time. Like, that's just how good they were. Like, no wonder Noah got involved. No wonder New Japan got involved. No wonder Ring of Honor got involved. Other indie promotions got involved. Like, they were that good. And they were all complete together. Like, that tag division, like, you've got Team Canada, you've got the Naturals, underrated as hell. Still one of my favorite tag teams of all time. You had America's Most Wanted, great team. You had Triple X. You would then, to an extent, you bring in Team 3D. You bring in, you make Styles and Daniels a tag team. You bring in LAX. You've got Styles and Tomko. Then you get Beer Money, Motorcycle Machine Guns, like Generation Me to an extent. Tag team wrestling in TNA was done properly. The mid card scene back then was perfect. The world title scene was balanced really strongly. Women's wrestling was done properly. Thank God. And then Stardom matched them spot for spot. Why has Carlos Silva been at ringside lately on Impact? He's even been part of some contract signs for matches. Because Carlos Silva is a cuck for attention. He is Triple H with a baseball cap. He's the reason TNA will never succeed again. With Tommy Dreamer and Delirious, get rid of all three. TNA are better. Get away from WWE. TNA can be themselves again. It's almost like I've said this so many times. But Carlos Silva genuinely loves the attention. He's a clown. He's a clown. And so is Mike Santana. It's a shame we haven't seen a tag team like Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas in like a modern era. Like from any promotion, a tag team based on the Naturals. Generally one of the best teams I've ever seen. I'm a huge fan of theirs. Better last minute tag team thrown together that became successful, the Hollywood Blondes or AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. So it's just between those two. I would still have to say Styles and Daniels, but I did like the Hollywood Blondes. Like I actually like their work a lot. But I prefer Pillman teaming up with Steamboat than Steve Austin, if I'm being honest. But Styles and Daniels for me, I just felt were so much more enjoyable. It was a great tag team though, the Hollywood Blondes. Great shout. Good memories of those teams. Really good memories. Did you like the tag team title reign of Ricky Steamboat and Shane Douglas better than Steamboat and Rhodes? No, I prefer Steamboat and Rhodes as a team. It felt more natural. I think Shane Douglas, to be honest, I never liked seeing Shane Douglas in a tag team, even with Steamboat. I preferred him on his own. Like there was more excitement from him as a single than a tag, if I'm being honest. Which tag team feud should happen first? Demolition versus LOD or Heart Foundation, Brett Jim versus Demolition? Heart Foundation versus Demolition, because after they rushed Demolition versus LOD, that was it. There was nothing left. Can you see Teddy DiBiase Jr. is out of legal trouble? Can you see him being the person Randy Orton is talking about? No, I think it's. I actually agree with Catherine. I want it to be David Hart Smith, but I actually think Catherine's right. It's the voices in his head. He's just talking to himself. If it ends up being Ted DiBiase Jr., then I'll be really annoyed. It's what a way to disrespect people by having him on the scoreboard. Like having him actually involved would be disgusting after what he did to people. I'd hate to see him involved. Like, if I'm being honest, it would just be horrible. Japan beating Scotland now they're just beating England. 537-day clean sheet for England ends. First goal he's conceded. Lol. Who'd have thought that they would have went that long without conceding a goal? Triple H just got involved because he wants to. Like he can't help himself. He should never have been there. If it's Stephanie McMahon, then that's just hilarious. What's she gonna do? Run to the ring in high heels, fall and break her hip? Honestly, it may as well be Catherine on the phone because at least Catherine would make it interesting. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Triple H was on the screen again, ruining a segment, even though it wasn't even that good anyway. Obafemi's not that good. Brock Lesnar wasting his time. Who fumbled the most last year, Carlos or Triple H? When it came to talent, didn't have no plans, which caused them being released. Both of them. Both of them equally fumbled big talent. Fumbled storylines, fumbled opportunities for the sake of just humiliating each other. There was no reason for Trick Williams to win the TNA title last year. Wasting Santana's run. Why not have him win it at Slam? His Slammiversary makes no sense. Like they're and Triple H just wastes everybody because he doesn't know how to book. Isn't Stephanie appearing on Raw disrespectful to the victim of Vince McMahon? I don't think it's disrespectful to Janelle Grant or even the Ring Boys. I just think she does nothing in general. Like she doesn't offer anything. I don't think it's disrespectful. I think if Vince had been there, then it would have been. There's people that are begging for him to show up still. It was poor from WWE last night. Desperation from them last night. Oh, WWE are like a prostitute in Amsterdam, waiting to get their fix. WWE's like the red light district. Just skip it. Honestly, like even Gunther versus Seth Rollins doesn't excite me either. What a waste. And I'm not saying it to sound like I'm trying to rage bait WWE fans. I'm just being truthful. WWE is awful. There is nothing good about WWE right now. There hasn't been for many years, and they genuinely cannot. What? Oh, they finally released Nicholas Brendan's obituary. Wow. I was wondering when that was going to happen. You either. Okay, that's a good one. If you had to either give up football or wrestling, what do you cut? I mean, I would probably. I was a fan of wrestling first. Football shortly after. I've always pretty much been into both anyway for this pretty much the same length of time, so it would probably be football, but I've got sentimental memories with football as well as wrestling, so that's a hard one. It may end up being football, but I don't know. I don't know. Seth versus Gunther equals where's the story? There isn't one. Injuries to Braun Breaker, injuries to Rey Mysterio doesn't equal putting two people together. Seth Rollins and Gunther shouldn't be on WrestleMania at all, except for Seth Rollins showing up in the main event of the world title match. Keep them off. Gunther doesn't even deserve to be WrestleMania anyway. He's horrible. And Seth Rollins, I'm sorry, he's finished. He brings nothing to the product. Will we see Bret Hart and WWE again? Probably, just to wind up Triple H, because he hates the guy, and rightly so. I absolutely loved it. He laughed at him when he got with the Hall of Fame. That made me happy. Watching him snigger at Triple H, like when they presented the Best Match Award, like the Match Inducted Award, like just looking at him, I loved that. Triple H is one of the worst people in the wrestling business of all time. I will never change my mind on that. Scumbag. Are you ready for a Bella's title run after Mania? Ugh, sigh. I don't see the point in that. What are they gonna? They're not gonna do anything. Will Owen ever be inducted? No. Not unless his wife dies. I know that might sound harsh, but the only way he ever gets inducted is if she dies. I'm not advocating for her death, by the way. I'm just saying I think that's the only way it happens. What caused Brett to not show up at WrestleMania 22 when he was a part of the Hall of Fame? It was literally just one. For him, it was just like, oh, I'm there to do a speech and I'm away. He's done his part. He's going home. Mind you, Brett was only 5 years removed from a stroke. Even Brett was probably surprised. One, he got the call, and two, he was there, but also three, Brett was made to do that. Because look at the documentary they brought out about that year as well. Like, you can love Bret Hart, you can hate Bret Hart, but look at the way they treat him. Like, look at the way they have treated him over the years. Generally, nobody more loyal in the wrestling business than him. And they still fuck him over. Do you know much about the YouTube hype button? It's just about hyping like other accounts or videos like when they're live. Like if you see particular videos, you just hype them up, but it means you still have to pay for it though. Like if you want to hype up something like your target for like like how much money you want to make, it's all right though. You can do it to yourself, but it costs money, or you can just press someone's video and hype up, and it just goes wild. But yeah, on any channel, yeah. Did you pop hard when Bret Hart returned to the WWE for the first time since Montreal then cut promos at HBK? Well, considering the fact that I was watching TNA at the same time and I chose to watch Bret Hart over Hulk Hogan's speech, yes. That was really painful. What the hell? You should be able to hype some of our videos, I think. The oldest war veteran in the UK died at age 109. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, I was looking at the Mania card in full, and then I burst out laughing over the Roman Reigns CM Punk segment. That made me laugh. So weak. Why won't Tony Khan invite Bret Hart to AEW when the Owen Cup is happening? I don't think it's the fact that he doesn't want to invite him. I just think the fact is, I don't think Bret wants to do it. I think it's like his wife. She likes to do it to represent him. Bret doesn't. I don't think Bret says he doesn't need to be there. He presented the world title in 2019. I think he's happily content like that, and he doesn't need to do anything else. I think it's fine to just have his wife do it. I feel like Bret doesn't need it at all. I don't think he gets anything out of it, you know? What the fuck? Oh, Christ. Isn't Bret under a legacy contract? I believe so, yeah. I believe he is, yeah. Let's go take a look at. Let's have a look. See what's this? What's the Scotland score? Is it still 1-0 to the Ivory Coast? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's still 1-0 to the Ivory Coast. What about England versus my good friend the Japs? Still 1-0. Go on, Japan. Actually, to be fair, I am looking. Yeah, they've kept him under contract since 2025. Did you enjoy the Bret Hart versus Benoit matches on Nitro? Yeah, they were great. The tribute match and the world title main event were both excellent. What are your thoughts on Hogan versus Andre being in the Hall of Fame this year? Um, Great for Andre. Who the fuck cares about Hogan? But I'm glad for Andre. He was the first man inducted in the Hall of Fame just for the sake of it because Vince loved him. But I'm happy that at least it's something that he gets part of and as it's something that he has in the modern era. What's your favorite Scooby Doo movie? Lost in Cyberspace. 2001 animated movie. I like the whole use of cyberspace and computers, and there's quite a lot of them. Like of that period, like there's quite a few that I quite like, but that one's probably my number one. What about yours? Someone's actually put an article out in the Daily Mirror called "I died for 10 minutes and time traveled into the future. Death is a shut up." Man loses half his head after slip and fall at tube station. What the fuck? Is he half an arm now as well? Wow. Who did the Canadian cripple have better chemistry with, Eddie Guerrero or Jericho? Kurt Angle. Out of those two, though, Jericho by far had the better matches with. If it's just Eddie Guerrero or Jericho, Jericho had better matches with Benoit. Lady Frost contract is up at midnight. Excellent. She hasn't brought anything to AEW in years anyway. I think it's the right time for her to leave. Move on. Have you seen any old Midnight Express matches in Crockett's NWA? Yeah, I actually still regularly watch Crockett NWA. Like rewatch them. I liked watching them in the old Crockett Cup. I liked their feud with the Brainbusters. Well, as obviously Four Horsemen's are Anderson and Blanchard. I liked a few with the Rock and Roll Express. Like great. That there was just so much enjoyment from the Midnight Express. Really underrated team. Like in terms of like they're actually surprisingly they are so underrated, even though they're by many they're considered just rated. Is Demolition underrated? I think so. I would say so. Yeah. people think they're just a Road Warriors ripoff, but I mean, in some ways, perhaps, but they're not fully a ripoff. Oh yeah, I rewatch '06 to '09. To be fair, I go one for I watch '04 to '09 pay-per-views a lot. James Tolkien from Back to the Future dies age 94. Oh, bless. You think TKO will induct Vince in the Hall of Fame at Riyadh? Yep. They'll induct him, and it'll be Undertaker that does the speech. Yeah, Josiah sent me that one earlier. I laughed. Better rip off the Demolition or the Renegade. To be fair, I don't really take Demolition as a rip off because they at least managed to change things up to become themselves. The Renegade 100% was a pure rip off. The Demolition are generally one of the best teams ever. How terrible was Fake Diesel and Razor? Fake Razor was horrible. Fake Diesel at least got Glenn Jacobs through the door in WWE. Like that's the one that saved his career before he got the Kane role. Like his Isaac Yankum was horrible. So damn horrible. The internet always fights. It's just how can you deal with it? Like Carl had a big fight and lost. How you feel about Tekla being AEW, being champion AEW now? Fantastic. Tekla should not drop that belt for a long time, in my opinion. I would honestly, I would honestly keep the title on her for I don't care how long. She's perfect. Don't take the belt off her. Are you surprised Jericho's been out of wrestling for this long? No, I'm not. I think he's happily where he is. In terms of his time in between, his chill character approach to the fact is like he's sticking to his music, he's focusing on his music. No, I think and he took a deserved break. Jericho deserved it. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when he comes back. This cornerstone trademark, I hope he uses it somewhere, but I still want him to be the Painmaker once again. Is it true that John Cena is hosting WrestleMania 42? Yes, he is, and it just further proves that WrestleMania is, as AJ Styles said, it's worthless now. Completely spot on. No wonder he said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." How do you think he'll do? Terrible. Me and Abu will be celebrating when he fails. How much of a fumble was Veer in WWE? Still coming. If you're a woman, I would 100% be avoiding the name Veer. I don't know. Was that joke too soon? I don't know. Still 1-0 Japan. Oof, yes. And Scotland are still letting me down. Let me check. Yes. Does my SWA character have a logo? Yes, it does actually. The only thing is I've hit the limit, so I can't put on the rest of the logos. Because I came up with a brand new faction based on music legends. Like from bands I like. Actually, I'm gonna check how is the limit done now? I see Maria understands. Have you done my character? Yes. Maria's like, I would dump you if you took carry on. Speaking of the SW, when is the next episode? Well, Just For You Guys is tomorrow. Probably Friday. Oh, the limit's still up. This is ridiculous. Like, I've got so many character logos to upload. Like, I've got the Paymaker Jericho character to upload. I've got another character who's his rival to do. I've got to finish the Mortal Kombat based faction, Steel Revenants. I've got to do that. I've got to do the women's roster. Who else have I got still to upload? Where's that folder? Best photo I ever took. I'm going to use this as part of the frontman's character. That scene from Bohemian Rhapsody when you've got Freddie Mercury on the Wembley stage, like punching the sky during Radio Gaga. That's who the frontman is based on. But their faction name is called Grand Steel Symphony. I'll show you the logo actually. Not yet. I haven't done any women's characters in quite a while because I've been too busy. I've been too busy dealing with the rest of the men's characters. Sorry. So this is Mikael Mayday. He's based on Mikey May. If anyone can guess what band he's from, I'll be really impressed. And then we've got... There's Morden Reyes, a drummer. If you can figure out what band he's based on, I'll be really impressed. There's the new logo for the White Ranger. He's got a new name. But he's been completely redone. He's now called Shirokiba Steel. So I've given him like a white and gold version and an all black and grey. What other logos have I got? Yep, there's the new Ultimo Vachon logo. Azrael Thunderbolt's new logo. Forge Destruction tag team for Abul's faction. Ronin of the Frozen Blade. There's Zero Gen Voltar, which is DBZ. He's been renamed. ZV logo. I've gave him like a dark black and purple Vegeta look. This logo I'm really proud of. Cryo Reaver is a new character as well. Painmaker Cryo Reaver is the Jericho based character, and we've got Steelmaker as well. There's the Icicle. Here's Ember Wraith, who's based on Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Then we've got Kanzan Lao is based on Kung Lao. This is Umbrox, the Black Wolf. This is Glacial Reaper based on Sub-Zero. There's Steelmaker. He's got a face paint logo himself. Another Kanzan Lao logo. El Tranquilo del Steelchair. That's Steelmaker again. Another Glacial Reaper logo. Another Steelmaker logo. Smoke. Smoke's got two swords with his name on it. There's a single sword with smoke engraved on it. There's like a ball of smoke with a skull in it. His faction member, Rainox, based on the character Rain. It's a water dragon. There's Rainox. A water dragon. There's Revenox, based on Darth Revan. There's the Wick. Everyone loves the Wick. Obsidian, which is formerly known as the Formula. Obsidian Rock for his logo. And of course, there's a pay-per-view name. All that stuff I've been doing. But I love this logo. Is this the real life? And then Bohemian Rhapsody, and this is the front man. It's like a technical wrestler meets music. So I've got a microphone in the logo. This is Hexfeld Havoc. He's based on Hexfeld from... He's based on Hexfeld from... Oh, what's the fucking... Yeah, he's Metallica. Freddie Mercury is underrated as a front. No, Freddie Mercury is the greatest. Freddie Mercury is the greatest band of all time. And if Catherine thinks Queen's overrated, then she doesn't know music. Not a chance, Catherine. Generally, the greatest band of all time is Queen. Sold out your country quicker than anybody else, put it that way. There is no band greater than them. So you got Hetfield from Metallica. You've got Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit. He is Runeset. Runeset Hybrid is Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit. Hexfeld Havoc is Hexfeld from Metallica. Then you've got... Who else did I pick? Morden Reyes is It's a kind of match. It's a great film. Rays is based on what drummer did I pick? What drummer did I pick? Yeah, James Hetfield is obviously one of my favorite guitarists from Metallica, well, of all time. So I picked him, and then who did I pick? See if I can find it. Hold on. Because Mikael Mayday is based on Mikey May from My Chemical Romance. But the drummer I've picked. Hold on. Try to remember who I based them on. Because Hetfield Havoc is such an awesome name for James Hetfield. Wes Bond obviously is awesome in Limp Bizkit. He literally he gave the band something else with his two finger style of music, like for his guitar. Like, it's actually really rare. Reese's favorite Queen song is Bohemian Rhapsody, Hammer Fall, or Bicycle Race. Well, it's definitely not Bicycle Race. I love Bohemian Rhapsody. That is correct. What drummer did I base Morden Rays on? Fuck, I can't remember who I based it on. I Want It All is a great song. I might get the answer from here. Who the fuck did I base it on? Oh, Morden Rays is based on Wes Borland. So who the fuck did I base? Who the fuck did I base on? They can turn automatically in universe mode. Like, you can have them just turn. Yeah, that's it. Hexfeld Havoc, the drummer, like the drummer character, is based on Joey Jordison. That's it. And then yeah, that's it. Hexfeld Havoc is based on Joey Jordison. The frontman's based on Freddie Mercury. Morden Reyes is based on Wes Borland. Ruin Set Hybrid is based on Slash. There you go. No, Ruin Set Hybrid is based on the MCR guitarist. Fuck, what am I saying? No, that's Mikael Mayhew. Mikael Mayday is based on Mikey May from MCR. He's called Poison Wire Symphony as a tagline. And Hexfeld Havoc, yeah. Manic, yeah. Although to be fair, Runeset Hybrid's got the guitar look. That's based on Wes Borland, the stupid thing. It's trying to change me differently. It's wrong. Joey Jordison, Morden Reyes, Hexfeld Havoc is based on Slash. Right. Let's get back to these fucking questions. Rank these songs 1 to 4. Somebody to Love, Don't Stop Me Now, Fat Bottom Girls, Who Wants to Live Forever. Okay. Who Wants to Live Forever? Somebody to Love, Fat Bottom Girls, Don't Stop Me Now. Who Wants to Live Forever is in my top 5 Queen songs of all time. I love that song. Who Wants to Live Forever? It's genuinely really bloody good. I hate the way the press joked about him. Like the way they insulted Freddie after he died was disgusting. British media is a disgrace. Always has been. Do you like Benjamin? Do you like Breaking Benjamin's cover of Who Wants to Live Forever? I do actually. I listen to it every day. It's really good. The only song I don't like is uh is a rendition of a song performed by George Michael. Which funnily enough is the funnily enough is a very specific song. I like the Queen version. I do not like the George Michael version because it's god awful. Oh, I can see the Wrestle Pierce alive and that whiny bitch lyric is on it. I swear to God, she gives female wrestling fans a bad name. Agreed. There are certain songs that don't need to be covered. I agree. I completely agree. Songs with sentimental value to the band should never be covered. So I'm glad I've never seen. That's why I'm glad I've never seen one particular song covered. Well, at least not that I've seen any, but I'm still looking. I'm hoping nobody's ever covered it. Oh wait, never mind. Someone did. Brian May doesn't get enough credit for how great he was. Love of My Life. I love that song. It's generally the one of the most passionate songs I've ever seen. Uh yeah, the solo is incredible. My hmm, my internet, I have to go. My internet's down. Turn on Temple's channel. Yeah, conveniently, yeah. Temple's live though. He's doing. He's Jesus, a lot of good characters, man. I've got some crazy character inspiration to do for the women's roster, so Catherine's not going to like that. I've got a lot to do, and I've got to get ready for this assessment on Thursday. I might make a Darth Maul type character, but as a female. I'm not. I'm not there yet to divulge it. If you know, I'm not there yet. Not there yet. I'll probably go another 15 minutes, and then after that, I'll I'll bounce for the night. Yeah, another 15 minutes, and then I'll bounce. How long you had the Big Ego belt? 2 years, 2 years, something like that. Do you think Rock and his creative will take over once Triple H and the rest of the rest of the team leave? I don't know. I actually don't know. I actually I honestly don't know. I've got to do a few other crazy arenas as well for everybody. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be hard to do, but that's the intention. Like I've got to plan that in the right way. But once it's ready to go, like we'll be spot on. Everyone's getting more faction characters a lot, so they'll be ready to go soon. Let's have a look. I need to check the Italy score. Are they out or are they still in it? It's an extra time. Ugh. Proper danger, that. But how is everyone doing tonight, though? Like, on the seriousness level, how is everybody? Good. Good. We'll run up. Right, we'll just run up to 10 o'clock. So we'll do another 8 minutes. So quick fire round. Fire in some questions. Fire in any last sort of questions for the next 8 minutes, and after that we'll bounce for the night. Back to normal tomorrow though. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Like I say, I love that song. Will Statlander join Britain Thunder once they leave it? No idea. Did you have anything in mind for the subscriber stream? I've got some ideas, but I also want you guys to get involved. I'd be cool with a watch along. We can see. I mean, I do have a couple of events coming up. Not wrestling events, but I mean like genuine events. But we could certainly do a live Raw watch along. You can fall asleep out of boredom. I would definitely fall asleep. Like there's like 3 events on my birthday alone, which is mad. Another 5 minutes, people. 5 minutes. Yeah, no one singing that to me. Plenty of time to sleep for Mania. Mania will not be fun. During. Have you ever watched any House of Glory show? I have actually. I have watched House of Glory. And then they brought in Bully Ray, and I was like, ugh. Have you ever considered getting a Pepsi Max tattoo, CM Punk style? I would get a better Pepsi Max tattoo, and it would cost me nothing because my dad would do it. But no, I have other tattoos in mind that I want to get done. I want to get more around my Star Wars tattoo. Then I want to get my Pokemon sleeve, like that I've got in mind. Then I want to get my Joker bronze blade logo. I want to get a blown up Death Star. Well, a Death Star about to blow up. I want the broken Vader mask. Like, there's all sorts of things that I want. Pepsi Max tattoo. I'd probably just get my name engraved on it. I want a black rose tattoo. Might end up just getting a steel chair tattoo just for jokes. Yeah, I want to get like like something to do with Maul, Revan, and Vader. I'd have like Maul with like his hood, with his eyes showing. I've got a list of ideas. I want to get a I want to get a barbed wire dragon. I'd love to get a barbed wire dragon, like all black. something based on like the Night King from Game of Thrones. Like I've got all sorts of ideas. I want to get a wolf tattoo as well. Favorite Pokemon Gen TV series? Definitely the original. Definitely the original series, but I do like the Gold and Silver series. Hoenn was alright actually. After that, I still play the games, but after Hoenn, I was pretty much meh. Jet Gens 1 to 3 was it for me. Ugh. Right, last question, and then I'm bolting. Whoever gets the last question in first, I'll answer it. What are you doing after the stream? Creating characters, talking to someone, and might put on Bohemian Rhapsody again because I've watched it so many times and I don't get bored. What's up, Abu? Horrible timing. I'm assuming you've just came back from work. You're not going to like this bit. No, woke up from the long. Fair enough, dude. It's understandable. Ugh. Right, I'm going to end bang on 2.5 hours, so that's 20 seconds. Anyone asks a quick question that in the last 15 seconds, I'll answer it. Remember the membership program, like, share, and subscribe. And don't worry, we'll absolutely be bouncing back very soon. Be live again tomorrow. 2.5 hours. Right. Ladies and gents, with that, thanks very much. Like, share, and subscribe to the Weekly Steelchair. Do the same to Teodoro's channel. Do the same to the Temple Plays, the Mid podcast. And we will be back tomorrow. See you all tomorrow, folks. Have a good night and welcome in April. We're about to see you. Less than 2 hours till the next month. Shocking.